So what should a business owner do if they're thinking maybe going this investment route, but they're not sure? What should they do before they actually start looking for investors? Is there anything they should do internally? You said give it some thought, but make some decisions. But are there other things?
So, I mean, that's a really good question, because I've spoken to a number of business owners that I think they get scared when they hear about investment capital, or they're not as familiar with it. And so, a couple things to do to get prepared outside of understanding, what you really want the capital or the investment capital for.
Mm-hmm.
To get prepared when you're meeting with an investor is, maybe you should have at least 3 years of financial statements and or tax returns available to review. Because in the end, if you're looking for an investor and they're looking to take a piece of the pie or some of that equity, you want to understand what the cash flow is of your business or the seller's discretionary earnings, and then you can base your valuation of your whole business on that.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you get there is the numbers, so the tangible things like your numbers, your financial data, and then the intangible things that you have. Maybe there's patents or processes or documentation that you have, or CAD drawings for manufacturing companies, or things of that nature that can improve and increase the value of your business.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to have an understanding, and a quick Google search will tell you, how do I value a business, or key things to look for when you're valuing a business. And maybe that's you think that's only for the investors, but it's a good way for a seller or a business owner to understand, hey, these are the things that I actually have, and they do bring value to a buyer. So that's kind of what you want to look for, or you want to have ready to go when you talk to an investor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, knowing if you want investment capital to grow, even if it's a bullet pointed strategy of understanding what you want to do to grow the company or what you think you can do,
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal as well if you're going to talk to someone.
Okay. Do people need to have a formal valuation done before they meet with an investor? Is that necessary?
I don't think so. Everyone has their own process. For me, you can, if you have a CPA, I'm sure you can work with them to get you something so you have to reference.
Mm-hmm.
Working with business owners, I'm more than happy to work with them in regards to certain processes and things of that nature. So if they have the bare minimums of like the financial statements and some understanding of what they want to do with the capital,
right.
you can, I'd be willing to work with them and understand, how we can work together.
Right. Okay. If a business owner calls you and says, hey, I'm thinking about this, I'm assuming you're going to give them based on that conversation, give them a little bit of guidance with some things, again, that they should, before you take the next step, maybe, of some things that they would have to gather together.
Yeah.
We're going to educate them, I guess, educate them.
Yeah. And from that standpoint, maybe I can, talk about, the process that I follow. I have certain guidelines and checklists in various areas that I would ask questions for.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I have kind of a financial analysis template that I've built as well, that I would leverage to help value. But yes, if a business owner wants to just talk through some questions they have of working with an investor, I'm more than happy to provide guidance and give them some additional feedback on what they should do to do so.
That's really wonderful. Thank you so much.